everyone. I've got a morning cuppa message at Teresa's Flow Sessions, which are talks on raising the consciousness from mucking around in the density of the material world systems in place into the higher consciousness foundations of more heart intelligence response in all aspects of our systems in the world. And so my morning message is the importance of one going on the journey, so each of us going on the journey of loving ourselves, no matter what the outside world has taught us so far, and we allow in and believe and conform to ideas and standards of people and living and what actually rules our minds, and therefore that's how we treat each other, and to hell with putting heartfelt consciousness towards another human being who is also here for a temporary life period. Okay, so the material world has made out like finances rule everything and we need to accumulate as much as possible in our lifetime, and that's our overall aim while we're here. So we have become ridiculous human beings in that respect because we are not here forever. And the mission of being a human on planet Earth is to not accumulate as much as you can against the betterment of your fellow human beings. So that's the point of loving oneself and not blaming the human Earth experience, because the human Earth experience is to go through challenges, not hold on to them and blame for the rest of your days, and create this densification of material world judgment, lower vibrational, creating lower vibrational physical body responses, more illnesses, toward each other in a suffocating, materialistic, ignorant, financially dependent on accumulation survival, rather than how do I make a nicer world through loving myself, putting more love out, and getting rid of my blame so that I can move forward easily. So the importance of loving oneself, right? Which we will all go through. And I've been through. I'm 49 now. So you have to love yourself in the continuation of moving forward. Otherwise you will give into, why did this happen to me? And all sorts of other ridiculous densification of mind game play. Okay, and so there's lots of energetic spiritual laws which we are one with that says if you're going to slow down and play in lower vibrational living, meaning money comes before heart consciousness, so heart consciousness for yourself and embodying that, therefore taking the brave steps to apply it in the world to create change, then if you're not doing that, you're going to continue to attract the same things, and you will believe that change is not possible. Okay? Lower density, vibration, all from thought. It's vibration. So you love yourself, right? And then you take the brave steps continuing in your life, and you go through everything more consciously, saying, I've got to put love where I might have put fear, hurt, or hate out because of what I've experienced. You've got to put love. And that's how you shift your energy. And that's how you attract the solutions. And you're utilizing the fact that you are an eternal being, you're not focusing on density is eternal. Let's accumulate and segregate and devise plans to keep this for ourselves. Okay, you're attracting non-change and horrible natured world. When you do the love thing and you're attracting that, you're in this flow state, hence Teresa's flow sessions, where there's a vibrational attraction of a higher nature. It's intelligence. It's what created the world and the nature that is surviving and thriving, and we take for granted. So I needed to lay that foundation in consciousness for you, with you, so that we can remember something here. I now know, with my rise in consciousness and persistence, loving myself away from other stuff and into the present, and this is how I live, you become a love state being that says, in my energy field, I treat others as though I was treating myself. So we can look back to Jesus and scriptures all through time that say, do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. So when you are in this truth flow state, which means you've stepped out of the fact we've got a material stimulus world, and that is not everything. We're here to experience it temporarily. Love is the thing that heals me. Love is the thing that's needed in the world to help others heal. Even though I don't see them healing, if I put love out, that's huge. That matters. That's important. We're very ignorant to that with our consuming and being consumed by how much we got in the material world and whether we share with others or whether we judge them. So you can take that route, but it's not being supported by the design of us, which is love and to rise in love. Not perfection, but loving state brings on more of a perfection feeling. So I love and wanted to express to you this morning that when I think about doing any talks with anyone, I am doing it from a whole perspective of myself, because it's just the state I am in now. That when I am talking to anyone, I am talking as though they are myself. So I don't have any hidden agenda, because if I have some hidden agenda, I have it on my own system. So this is a higher truth perspective understanding in embodiment. And I'm saying it because it feels good. Because if it feels good that I've loved myself through difficulties, and love is a proven flow state example, and I'm not here to prove right now how all of that is great. I'm here to tell you it feels good to speak to others or to share with others or to assist in my way. The fact that I am love to myself and you are the same. You are the same. So I hold you at high esteem for the fact I know you are love. And I'm only going to treat you that way. And so that is how words have tried to describe over time. Do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. So you think about how you don't like to be treated. Well, love yourself through the thoughts of letting go of ill treatment and into, if I love them, that love is coming through me. And that's the only thing we need to be concerned that we're doing. Everything will come from that. So I'll leave it there. And so my recent card read, I'd like to share one of those cards with you. And I'll probably share the others at some stage. Which was Make No Judgments. And it comes from this soul deck. And for those who aren't aware of card readings, they can be oracle, tarot, animal spirit, various spirit energy. We are all connected to because we are spirit. So when you have your own deck that you're drawn to, you take the quiet time out in a neutral space, no judgment, and your energy, where you're at present, you shuffle those cards. You could ask a question if you want, but divine light, which is your energy center emanating, knows exactly what's going on. So for any guidance, pull a card. Make no judgments, have a read, forget about it if you want, move on, because the subconscious isn't going to forget about it. And then in your day, if that guidance did something, jogged your memory back to it, that's right. Yeah, that does assist. Well, that's what cards are for. So make no judgments. I'm going to share the author's write-up about that. And it's come to the forefront because we're living in it. And like I just explained, we need to wisen up out of doing this to each other because we're only doing it to our own energy. This is our planet. This is our home. Every single one of us affects everything. This is actually affecting our climate and the flow of it. It's not the reasoning for everything because we're a solar system that has to move with cycles, flow and change, but we are a part of it. We are part of the environment. We are nature. We are here sharing this atmosphere. So if you're doing negative, lower feeling continuation, then you better lift yourself up into your natural design. Here, I've got the chakra colors here. And do a little research or study on them. And I recommend Carolyn Mace's book, Anatomy of the Spirit, or cmed.com, and check out the assistance for the chakra alignment there to educate yourself as to what could assist releasing and assisting yourself and all. And it directly affects your health. So if there's any physical ailments continuing, any issues in emotional, mental, affecting your relationships, this is what we're talking about. All right, so make no judgments. Are you struggling with a person with whom you disagree? Are you feeling threatened or annoyed by the behavior or beliefs of someone near you? Are you putting up with an individual who you feel might be less enlightened than you? Your soul is alerting you to avoid slipping into the righteous martyr syndrome. So review your circumstances in a more neutral light. Your soul's purpose right now is to refrain from self-righteously judging others. Don't see anyone as wrong simply because they don't share your view. Your soul's lesson: open your mind and heart and understand that each person has his or her own path, but that ultimately all roads lead to Rome. Stop viewing the world through the lens of right and wrong, and don't attempt to force your views upon others. Listen to your higher self respectfully, allowing others to do the same. Who knows, you might even learn something. So what I get from that in the message that I'm trying to put forth is we all need to take responsibility in what we put out. Life's journey is not meant to be a perfect journey, but how we treat ourselves is what we put out. So I'm simply a reminder of take responsibility in that. You want to feel better? Then that's your responsibility. And I am coming from a passionate place of seeing the continuation of ignorance. And I understand everything is in its own flow state of conscious awareness, but we're here for a rising consciousness, so we have to move with the lighter treatment of each other. And that means every system and how it's thought out. So in your immediate relationship, that's a system function. How are you treating each other? How light, clear, transparent are things moving forward? And the focus is on being more of that. So if you, in any system, are ignorant of representing balance, then light will soon come to shine on that because it's asking you to step up and meet it. Okay? Because that's what we need. That's our evolution. And watch any of my videos on this channel if you want further assistance or any honest questioning you feel inside would assist your clarity rising in systems, how your actions could be of more benefit to yourself, to something, to others. And yeah, I would happily respond to what I'm called to respond to in that upliftment manner. Because we're not to go round and round in the old, which can have humans battling an all old lower vibrational response. We need to lighten up in our heart and soul response as to we can expand the nature of how we give in any system, and that's how we receive in more assistance and attract it. And if we could simply remember not to hide behind structures in place. If a part of us knows something could have change, requires change, you're a part of that change occurrence, and if you're not doing something about it. Okay, because we have that light responsibility to actually stand up in clarity and heart and light response. And the more you start to do it, the more you are assisted and the more you feel good because you're treating others the way you would like to be treated if you were them. And you're not them, but you will feel the response of their improvement to betterment, which is a direct improvement to benefit and betterment how you feel. And that's the light that expands for more vaster attraction of what the soul may have thought is just a 9-to-5 job, but the human might have thought it's just a 9-to-5 job, but the soul evolution we're in, the rising consciousness to live our whole lighter selves, attracts vastly, moves at greater speed, and is not caught up in battling or hiding, to work hard at building. Like, building things means some people have to suffer so we can rise. Okay, listen to the tone. We're waking to our whole self. We put our whole self forward, and we must analyze a little, which is why I recommend cmed.com with their CHII chakra consciousness integration into your life, so that you actually know what truly benefits the rising consciousness through you, your actions. You have the power of choice to change at any time, so enlighten yourself with research on this and become more whole, and so too our earth environment. God bless everyone. Enjoy your morning cuppa. It was great to have another one with you all. Bye for now.